up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for the One Punch Man webcomic chapter 136. Man, I seriously need to do a Manga Nerdigan conspiracy theory on this one. I need to put my tinfoil hat and do a separate video on this because, man, I got a good one. Especially if this chapter gives us any more info. But last chapter, we got confirmation that Metal Knight is definitely the one pulling the strings. The only thing we don't know yet is if he is for sure pulling the strings behind the Neo Heroes. He says he isn't because of what he said to Child Emperor, but I call bullshit on that as of now. But he was flat out lying to Child Emperor. Let's be real. I just find it fascinating that Child Emperor had no idea of what was happening. I just find it freaking interesting. But Child Emperor, not an idiot. He not stupid. But at the end of the chapter, this is where it gets really interesting about what he said about trouble. When is the trouble going to start, and who the characters were there with Webby Zaga, with Drive Knight. So he knows Drive Knight knows, and it just makes me think of some of the stuff we've seen in the manga as of late. And then, and also Blue is up in there. So it makes me wonder. Wait, did maybe Blast like turn on Metal Knight, or is Blast like a double agent? Like, what is going on? Something very fishy going on. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. What are those tremors? The top floor, so it's from the training area. Is a dinosaur rampaging up there? So this is what a battlesuit can do. To think that I would need something like this. Ooh. There's Purry. Oh, we're back to the Purry battle. Sweet. Whoa, Raiden just tossed a prisoner. God, this is not my Raiden. I'm sorry, I've been spoiled by Record of Ragnarok, okay? Would our boss lose to a regular human like him? No, Raiden is plenty monster himself. He's the undefeated grand champion of Super Sumo. Soft and fair goes far. Raiden doesn't just have raw power. There's no way a meathead can do anything against his sumo techniques. It's time for that thing we prepared for. Please throw them at me all at once. Transform! Oily Angel Advent. What is that? What do you do? It's oil. Even we don't know what it's for. Dude, I can't wait to see this in the manga. I really can't. It's oil. He's stripped and covered his whole body in oil? This is my transformation based on my reflection from when the hero hunter broke my arm with martial arts. By being covered in oil, throws grapples in my other extreme techniques, and any other extreme techniques are nullified. I see. It may be novel what you're saying. Isn't necessarily incorrect, but informing me on how to strike was a mistake. My palm strike reverberates to your body's very core. Ooh, I gotta say though, being around Murata is really paying off, because the movement in this in this webcomic, your movement art has just gotten so much better. Did you think I don't have measures against this either? What? If I just accept the pain, I would eventually reach my pain threshold. But how about if I convert that pain into pleasure? Oh my god, all one. You are definitely going 50 Shades. No guard? The receptacle of love is infinite. Woo! You going 50 Shades up in here. We're going maybe even beyond that. What's the matter? Are you done? No, as expected, I was caught off guard. You're indeed a weirdo, as the rumors say. No shit. Angel Rush! Oh, the raw material is super first class, but his senses are mediocre. His movements lack aggression. Gugutsu! How does he intend to win against me, fighting like that? What? That isn't enough to knock me down. Giant heavy cannon! Man, I gotta say, your anatomical art has gotten so much better. I'm telling you, Murata is really influencing One's art. He really is, cause look at Puri's I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Look at Puri's back and look at his ass. Look how much better this anatomical art has gotten. If you gotta compare it to like Mob Psycho 100, compare it to like the start of this webcomic. It's just gotten so much better. One, thank you. Thank you for like getting some tips from Murata. Like, this is what I'm talking about here. More mangaka need to just do this shit. This is what happens when you powwow, man. There's several mangaka I am thinking about right now that should be powwowing. Rushibara, I'm especially looking at you, man. You need to be powwowing with several artists right now to improve your art in Togen Anki. Oh my god, you really need to do it. Oh god, I really want Rushibara to do it so bad. Oh god, that art should be so much better. Ugh. Not yet. Close quarters is my specialty. Puri Prisoner should know that he's at a huge disadvantage. I'm not retreating because I feel like I'm going to lose. This man, there's no mistake. He's fighting while protecting the prisoners. He let me get caught up in the flow of our heavy... Oh my god, sorry. I'm just thinking of Blue Lock. Caught up in the flow of our heavy blows and deliberately held his ground to meet me head on. No, wait. Right now, this person is not fighting back? Yeah, I know. It's baby steps with you. You gotta fix your facial art a little bit. But from the neck down, this art is getting better. Really frickin' is. But man, you need to work with Murata on the face, on this face. Face is not looking good. You need to fix the face. You gotta fix your faces, man. It's just not looking good. I know I can't draw for shit, but I could tell you if I could tell you where the problems are with art. I could critique art like nobody's business. I stopped. What's the matter? You were pushing him. What's the matter? You were pushing him back. It seems you aren't a regular bad guy. Even my eyeballs aren't that cloudy. Oh man. Ugh. Oh man, Murata, I cannot wait for you to get your hands on this one. I really can't. This is going to be so gorgeous. The metaphorical art for this panel is going to be freaking fantastic. It is. Sorry, I have to say it. It's going to be amazing. Fuck, this fight's going to be amazing with Murata's art. But man, I'm telling you, from the neck down, this anatomical art is just getting so much better. But seriously, you need to fix the faces a little bit more. I know it may be signature style, but just a little bit of touch up in the face. You could keep your signature style, but at least just have the placement correct. It would be fine. I'd be fine with it. I'll put a little faith into your approach to justice. You know what? I like this writing. This writing is good. I like this a lot. Because the thing is, what's great about this line in particular, I want to read this again because I really like it. I stopped. What's the matter? You were pushing him back. It seems you aren't a regular bad guy. Even my eyeballs aren't that cloudy. I'll put a little faith into your approach to justice. Because what that means is that from Raiden's point of view, is that not everything is so black and white. It's not so cookie cutter. It's not. There's no one size fits all for good and evil. I really like. I like this writing. I like this line. I really do. There's not one way to determine justice. There can be multiple ways multiple styles of doing justice and reform. And I really like that. I like that this is here. because that's a huge problem right now, is that everyone thinks that there's only one way of doing things, and they're so fucking close-minded. And to see Raiden open up his eyes, and when he says, you know, even my eyes aren't so clouded, he sees, you know, I'm starting not to be so blinded by this. I like that. This is very good. Good stuff from One. I love One's metaphorical writing. It's good stuff. Mr. Raiden, but we have an order from the leader to take him in. Leader? Making the execution of orders your top priority is the beginning of dependence on others. Woo, what is our main duty? To be heroes, isn't it? Woo! I'm gonna read this again, because this was, oh man, this is preaching right here. Mr. Raiden, but we have an order from the leader to take him in. Leader though. Making the execution of orders your top priority is the beginning of dependence on others. What is our main duty? It's to be heroes, isn't it? Then there's no better decision than from on-site judgment. I'll tell the leader myself. That Puri prisoner is a hero. Thank you, Raiden. This writing is just great. This is great. I love this. This is so great. Because it's true. You can't blindly follow orders. No, because then you lose your sense of judgment on what's right and wrong. And you're dependent on somebody else to tell you what's right and wrong. You don't want to be a sheep. You want to be an individual and figure out what you consider justice. But you could, because you're the one that's on the ground. You're the one that's the hero. One, I see what you're doing with this, and I am 1,000% happy with it. Or, you know what, I'm going to say I'm 1,000,000,000% happy with this writing. I cannot wait to see what Murata does with this art. But this writing, when we get to this part in the manga, don't change this writing. Keep it. Keep this writing the same. This writing is great. Just up the art when we get to it. You let Murata do his thing with the art, but just keep the writing the same. Please. Great. Now, let's return to our special training center, my honeys. Hey, you guys, don't just up and decide to follow someone else. Fucking sheep. I was able to find out the power of an S-class hero for myself, but then what is up with his weak status? Ooh. You there, you're overdoing it. Stop. In training, you can't let yourself or your opponent get injured. Of course, this applies during the real thing as well. If you want to continue your hero activities for a long time, the ability to prevent crisis is the highest priority. Huh? That crap again? You keep pouring cold water on my fighting instincts. Then why don't you be my sparring partner, coach? You're strong, aren't you? No, that is, I can't give you direct guidance. I'm sorry. Former S-Class hero Super Alloy Darkshine. I wonder if his spirit has been worn out from fighting evil. I won't become like that. When competing in Super Sumo, it is the spirit that determines whether you win or lose. And I have never experienced that. Ooh, that is very true. Yes, I've covered Hinamaru Zumo. And in the case of Record of Ragnarok, with Raiden and Shiva's fight, would I say it was the spirit? Yeah, I would say the spirit was involved with that. I'll agree. I'm ready for anything. It seems that preparations for surgery are complete. No, let's go fetch Metal Pat. Is that alright? He's been drugged for over 48 hours. I'm sure there won't be any more rampaging like the other day. What? Oh my god! Oh my god! So, ooh! Now this is interesting. So we're gonna see if Metal Bat's gonna become a cyborg, next chapter. Ooh! This is gonna be very interesting. If Metal Bat becomes a cyborg, ooh. If Metal Bat becomes a cyborg, and I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on here. If Metal Bat becomes a cyborg, and Metal Knight is in charge of this shit, of the Neo Heroes, oh man, shit's gonna, this is gonna really, really change this game. Oh, it's gonna be very interesting if you got Metal Bat up in this bitch as one of Metal Knight's pawns. Again, this is if Metal Knight is running the Neo Heroes operation. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting, especially if you have Blast ultimately up against this. Oh man. The reason why part of me is just thinking that maybe like Blast is like a double agent, or Blast turned on Metal Knight. I really am leaning towards maybe Blast like either one of those two, is because obviously we know Sweet Mask is with Blast based on that Blast from the past in the manga. We know it, and what I know is going down, or what I believe is going down, that's the right wording here, and I got my tinfoil hat on this one, is Blast has got to be training with Sweet Mask. He's got to be preparing Sweet Mask for this shit. He has to be. Because he's got to have told Sweet Mask what the real deal is with Metal Knight, and preparing him for this shit. That's why I'm thinking Blast must have, again, Blast either turned on Metal Knight, or like Blast was a double agent this entire time. That's why I'm just like, something is just not right with this whole thing. The other reason why I kind of think Blast might be a double agent is because of what he said to Tatsumaki about and the Blast for the past, about protecting family. When he said that, I'm just like, something's not right here. Like, why would he be doing this shit with Metal Knight? Just something's not right here. Something isn't right. So I'm really curious what you guys think in terms of the grand scheme of things with Blast in here, Blast up in here. Do you guys think Blast is Blast is a double agent? Do you guys think that there was like a falling out between Blast and Metal Knight? Like just something. Do you think there was like a collaboration between like Blast and maybe Drive Knight for Blast to go undercover? Like something is just up. I don't know. There's just something going on here that I don't know if maybe even one has thought up yet. And one, if you need ideas, hit me up. I will give you ideas. Just give me credit for them. But anyway, let's get to the chapter itself here. I really, now that I had my tinfoil hat moment about Metal Bat, let me take my tinfoil hat off here and talk about the chapter as a whole. I really love the underlying message of this chapter about what a hero is, and that there's no like cookie cutter thing for what a hero is and what justice is, and that's really what one of the underlying themes is of this series is. There's no way you can define justice or being a hero. It's really hard. It's really usually by case basis. You can't let someone dictate what a villain is. We've seen it with especially in the webcomic with Speed of Sound Sonic. We've seen it in the manga and slash the webcomic with Garo. It's really hard to determine what a hero and what a villain is. And the lines get blurred. It really does. And I love it. I really love it. And I love what Raiden said, basically, about, basically becoming a sheep. I love that line. I love it. Anyway, I'm really curious what you guys thought of this chapter. What do you think it means, especially with the Metal Bat situation in the grand scheme of things? What do you guys think, especially in terms of this whole thing with, do you guys think that Metal Knight is, if Metal Knight is in charge of the Neo Heroes, where do you think Metal Bat's role in all of this is going to be? And especially with based on what we know about between the theory with the theory that Blue was talking about a couple of chapters ago, and what we found out for sure about with Metal Knight in terms of targets. What do you guys think is going to happen in the grand scheme of things in this arc? I'm really curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more One Punch Man content, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.